What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. And yes, my voice is still hoarse because of WrestleMania. Once again, it was great. But today, I want to say that it's been a slow news day, but four pretty sizable stories came out of it. So, EA is in the news. What else is new? Capcom is in the news, and possible something about Super Smash Brothers, and we'll talk about that in a second. So let's go ahead and kickstart this off with, according to an article written by Kotaku, Dragon Age 4 might be an online-only game. Yeah, that already doesn't sound good. And it says it's being used by the same code base that is used in Anthem. This sounds even worse as I go. It might be a games of a service games, but the good news is it's still very early because Anthem just launched just a few months ago, maybe a month and a half ago at best. And we're still due to hear. We might not even hear nothing about it from until like E3 next year. Please just take your time, people. Please just take your time. People still like Dragon Age. I know some of the people at BioWare was hoping that Dragon Age 3 wouldn't do too well, but it did. And, people want to take breaks and people it's just stressful over there at BioWare. I'm sorry, but please don't do that. We don't want another Anthem on our hands. Y'all can't drop the ball. Y'all didn't even figure out what y'all doing with Anthem yet. Don't do this, man. Don't do this. That's all I'm going to say as of right now. If this turns out to be true, I'm the last person you got to worry about. The community is going to rip y'all apart. So I'm hoping that y'all listen to the community. Listen to the community and just do what we want. Maybe make something that we want. Yes, make what you guys want to make, but don't do something that's going to piss off your core fan base. But moving on, next up, today we've been told that the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is to be revealed on Saturday at a Star Wars event. Not much has been said about it, and this is what I'm going to say is, I'm not a fan of Apex Legends. I don't like Battle Royale. It wasn't for me. I'm not crapping on it. It's probably a very good game. I'm hearing that it's a very good game. But I didn't get Titanfall 3. I got something in the Titanfall universe. I don't care for it. I want Titanfall. Titanfall 2's campaign was pretty great, and I'm looking forward to a Titanfall 3. I love Titanfall's multiplayer. So, Respawn, you are the last reason most people care about EA. Now, we know Titanfall 1 and 2 didn't do as well because EA made y'all launch the game at bad times. But those two games were perfectly fine. Very good games. Titanfall 2 especially, a very great game. Surprisingly good campaign and even better multiplayer. But I'm letting y'all know that I hope y'all put your hands, y'all feet, the kitchen sink, all the tools and everything, all the bells and whistles into this Star Wars game because, listen, whatever DICE was doing, it wasn't working. Microtransactions, pay to win, all of that crap, out the window. This is supposed to be a single-player game, a story-based game. We want this. We haven't had a good Star Wars game in a while now, and it would be very, very great to hear this story. I'm excited. I don't even care what it is. It's Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars fan. I have a lightsaber umbrella. I've seen all the Star Wars movies. I've seen the spin-offs. Did not finish the cartoons, but I'm a Star Wars fan to say the least. Please get this right, Respawn Entertainment. Please. Vince Zampella, I have faith in you. You giving me Titanfall 1 and 2. I have faith in you. Okay? Moving on. Alrighty. Now this is a mixed bag here. Capcom is officially throwing microtransactions in Resident Evil 2 in the form of DLC. Wait, hear me out. So, it's a cheat code, basically. Cheat code to let you unlock everything, unlimited ammo, certain weapons, other campaigns, all of the secrets, basically. And it's going to be $5. Now, if this works, right? Because this is basically for people who haven't been playing it. All the hardcore people who are really interested in it bought it when it came out in January. Here we are in April, and it's releasing with these cheat code DLCs for $5. I think this is actually pretty smart because if you really wanted the game, you bought it already. And now the people who are those filthy casuals and they just want to experience the story and just want to feel included, you're going to pay for it. you're going to pay for it. And I think this is a pretty good idea from Capcom. And this can be a good idea that maybe From Software can learn from. Because, you know, all the stuff that the conversations that's been had about Sekiro having an easy mode and accessibility, well, they want to make the game that they want to make. And if you want to feel included, you're going to have to pay for it. And I think that's fair, honestly. I think if you're making it easy, it's going to probably take away from the experience, and that's what the developers feel like. So, if anything, maybe charge them for an easy mode. A lot of people will be upset, but this is what they want to do. If you don't want to play, if you don't want to pay for the easy mode, you could still just not play the game. I'm probably never going to play the game because I don't have this kind of patience. Am I going to want to pay for easy mode? No, because I know it's not for me, and I respect it. I'm not harking down on anybody who's disabled or anything like that. I understand that, but not everything is for us. Not everything is for me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a nerd. I love wrestling. I love boxing. I love MMA. I do not like basketball. I don't complain about why isn't there only dunks or why isn't the ball on fire, why it's not more interesting. No, that's not for me. I'm just going to fall back. You know what I'm saying? But I think Sekiro and From Software can learn from this. It sounds like a pretty good idea. Capcom, you might be onto something with these microtransactions, these cheat codes. I'll give you credit where it's due. I'm not a fan of microtransactions to set the bar there, but this actually sounds like a pretty decent idea. And moving on to the last topic, okay? Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 3.0 is due out sometime this month, and so is Joker from Persona 5. And, well, there was a My Way commercial on YouTube saying Nintendo Switch my way, and it was showing Smash Brothers on there, but then people with those keen eyes, they gave a quick look at the Nintendo Switch inside the dock, and a screenshot blurred out of the screen, and at the bottom it said Stage Builder, and you could pretty clearly tell. So, is Stage Builder coming to Super Smash Brothers? Now, I'm not the biggest Super Smash Brothers fan, but I recognize that this is huge news for a lot of people in the Super Smash Brothers community. But lads and ladettes, let me stop straining my voice any further. I thank y'all for tuning in for this quick video. This video is finito.